Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to my channel, Soul Journey. My name is Beck, or you may also know me as the Expansion Doula. This is Isis. Isis, you gonna help me with your reading today? Today is July 5th, and we are going to be doing a reading for the collective consciousness on planet Earth. If this video resonates with you, please comment down below. I'd love to hear your feedback. And if you would like a personal reading from me, you can head down to my description to my Etsy shop where I offer personal readings. Please feel free to share this video with anyone you might feel it is helpful. And if you want to get more clarity on this reading, I definitely suggest going back to last week's reading and checking it out. All right, let's get into the reading. So today we are going to be using 3 decks. We are going to be using the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. We are going to be using the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot. And we are going to be using the Soulful Woman Guidance cards. All right, let's get into the reading. So as you know, if you've been following me for a little while, we do a theme for the reading from the Oracle cards, and then we go into the tarot, and then we get messages from Spirit from the other Oracle cards. All right, let's get into it. So our first card, our theme for today is reflection. I feel like we just got this the other day. Maybe not. So I really feel like this week is about reflecting on our choices, our belief systems, and this will be reflected back to us by our reality. As we know, our reality is a mirror, so that we can get aligned with what our frequency is. It's a really great way to get in tune with yourself. And obviously, our reflection is going to be the subconscious and the conscious mind. So the things that don't really make sense to you are probably wounds that are coming up from the subconscious, and the things that do make sense to you will be from the conscious. So this week we're going to really start reflecting on these pieces. A lot of us know we create our reality. A lot of us understand this concept, but this week we're really reflecting on getting real about where the different reflections are coming from. If you're lacking in money, if you are having a hard time with relationships, whatever it is, it's really important to start reflecting on why that is coming up. All right, let's see. So what is going to assist us with this is our light piece. So here's beauty. And then along with that, we have expression. So I feel like this week our reflection is going to be about our own self-worth, what we are expressing outward, exploring what it is we have to offer, our worth when it comes to our path, what it is we're good at. Are we worthy of making a living with this concept? Our expression, is it worth it to people? And understanding our true beauty. So we're really going to be reflecting on this aspect of self-worth and why certain things are coming up for us, or why are certain things not coming up for us. The shadow piece of that is ancestors. Ooh. So I really feel like this week is going to be about ancestral reflections, ancestral DNA, and taking on the ancestral wounds of the people who came before us. So this is definitely a different level of shadow. It doesn't mean it is not our personal shadow, that we haven't decided to engage in it. We have, but we decided to come down through these lines for a reason. These were the lines we wanted our soul expansion to come through. So whatever the shadows are that are coming up for you, start exploring the concept of that you might not only be healing them for yourself, but for your ancestors and the beings that come for you, come after you. So we're really working on ancestral stuff. So I feel like a lot of us tend to feel guilty when shadows come up or things that we don't like within ourselves. Hold on. Sekhmet. our kittens are a little crazy. Okay, so we might feel guilt about the things that don't feel comfortable or the things that we're like, why do I do that? So be aware of the fact that even though you are working through the shadow, doesn't mean it's inherently all yours. These are things that your family line has been working through for generations, and you've come through to heal that, because most generations, they had no concept of healing these wounds. And now we are on the planet to heal those so that we can transcend this reality, so we can move through the old wounds of this collective consciousness to rise up, into the next level. So be aware of that. You chose this line. So these wounds and things are exactly what they need to be for your personal soul expansion, and you are the exact right being to heal these wounds. So take comfort in that. All right, let's move on to the tarot. So our main energy is 8 of Coins. So what I'm feeling for this is 8 of Coins is about honing your craft, and it is about getting focused and really being present with whatever project you're working on. It can be business. Oftentimes it can mean in the physical. So I really feel like this, when it comes to this reflection and coming to the healing aspect of this, getting focused, honing your craft. If you feel like something's not working, research, different modalities of soul healing, meditation, getting connected to the body, shadow work, all of these things. So it's time to get really present with the learning of this craft. We are here to heal these wounds so that we can transcend. So we should be the ones who are doing the work to make it happen. So this is really about getting focused and clear and really dedicating yourself to this practice and this path. What's going along with that is the Justice card. So that's really interesting. So I often feel like the Justice card for me represents karma. So, and karma is a very abstract thing for me. I believe that we choose into these lives. It's not a punishment. So for me, karma is really about the ancestral piece, whether it's in your past life or, other life, depending on your understanding of time and space. It can feel like a past life, but also ancestral, the karmic ancestral piece. So that's going along with that. So coming into this space of it all being aligned with the frequency you hold, what you decide to come through with soul contracts, it's all in there. So the honing of the focus on working through this is what I'm really picking up on. So what's going to assist us with that is 3 of Cups. So what I'm really getting for this week is this is not a solo journey. Sometimes the energy can be very personal. This is really about connecting with others, allowing for yourself to feel supported by your soul family, supported by your community. And if you don't feel like you have any deep connections with people like that, seek them out. Social media, the internet is a great place to connect to like-minded beings. A lot of people seem to have a resistance to this concept of connection, but we've really been, connection is something that we've really been like being pulled away from. So use your intuition, use your gut, but also utilize the tools we have to make connections with soul family that we may not have in our physical space. So this is about connecting with soul family and working through things with support. What's going along with that is the Death card in reverse. Ooh, I like it. It's one of my favorite cards. So because it's in reverse, I feel like what's going to come up for us is, just like most shadow work, a lot of it is connected into our identity, and needing to be a good person, what it means, who are we, who we've been told we should be. And so there can be a resistance to that. And so I feel like specifically what our soul family is going to help us with is guiding us to new realizations about our identity, because we are going to feel that resistance. So allow your soul family to nurture you in this space when it comes to letting go of the old stories. Let them support you in that, because I'm not going to sugarcoat it. These things are not easy. We throw out these words like shadow work and, oh, just do the work. But it is hard. There's a reason why people like to numb themselves out. There's a reason why this stuff doesn't get done except by the people who are really committed to it. So be aware of that and let your soul family support you. What's going to hinder us is the devil card. Well, there it is. It's attachment. That's getting caught up in things that are, frivolous, allowing ourselves to, get pulled away, partying it up, making ourselves numb, but also the attachment piece is really important. Attaching to the story, attaching to the ego. So that is really what's going to hinder us. So again, that death card is about releasing some of that, and what's going to hinder us is that's specifically what's going to come up. So allow your friends to support you in that. If you're struggling with letting something go, whether it's an addiction or a mental addiction, or just a story you have, go to your soul family, help them, let them help you get through it. What's going along with that is Two of Coins in reverse. So this is about balance, this is about integration, this is about creating oneness within the self. So that's what's going to be going along with this attachment, is something in our reality or something in our lives is out of balance. So it might be where you're focusing, it might be an energy piece. I mean, it's all energy, but it might be something that you are giving your energy too much, too much of, you're not giving enough energy to something. So start looking at where you're focusing too heavily on something and maybe start exploring being more grounded and allowing yourself to be more balanced in that energy. I feel like when it comes to the ego, a lot of us have a real focus on what it means to be a good person and what it means to be okay within the collective. And so be aware of that and start creating a balance of love within yourself, love for others, make sure you're nurtured, others are nurtured, and start creating that balance, and you'll start creating more self-loving energy for yourself, and you'll be able to come into a much more centered, present space for when you do this shadow work. All right, so the main energy for these cards here is Two of Cups. Beautiful. So I feel like for this, there's a couple levels. So this is about becoming your own soulmate. It's about creating a love and integration within yourself, but this is also about, again, sharing love with your very close partnerships. This could be a partner you have or your soul family, or even if it's just someone who has supported you in the past and you want to connect in with them, this might be a really good time to do that. The Two of Cups is really about soulmate connection. So I don't feel like this is specifically just soulmate, but that concept of soul family, those can feel like soulmates for you. And I believe that soulmate is the idea that there's only one soulmate. I don't believe that. I believe that our soulmates are the ones that create the balance in there for us to create our healing, and the ones we feel like really connected to. Those are our soulmates. So this is about connecting in that deep way. So this might not just mean going out and hanging out with a bunch of friends. This is about connecting with your true soul connected people. That's really important. So the next two cards that I pulled are basically spirit pointing to specific areas in the reading that they want to specifically focus on. So the first card here is King of Wands. So for me, this is about focused energy. And I feel like this is kind of goes back to the Eight of Coins, about focusing your intention, getting in your craft. And so putting your energy in a focused manner towards creating. Fire is a creative energy. It can also mean, cleansing and stuff, but in this sense, it's creative energy. The King is about being focused, being mature, understanding his creative power. So this is really being focused on the concept of that we create a reality. If we put an intention towards something, we can make it happen. So make sure you bring in this focused energy when it comes to this soul work and this reflecting. Make sure you bring in your focused energy and understand where your focus, how your focus rather, affects what goes on. So often we have this, oh, I create my reality, but we don't actually think about what we focus on is what we create. So start being aware of where you're focusing and see if it's actually in the stuff you want to create, or if you're focusing on the lack of it or what's bothering you about it. So be aware of where your focused intention is. The other card is the Lovers card. So wow, so we've got the Three of Cups, we've got Two of Cups, and then we have the Lovers card. So again, this is you know, really stepping into this connection with the soul love, creating a lover space for yourself. So I am feeling like kind of ramping up the soul connection piece. Connect with your soul mates. This is very important. Connect with your loving relationships, the ones that actually make you feel nurtured. This may not be your family. This may not be your partner, and that's something to look at for yourself. Connect in with your true soul connections, the ones you can feel vulnerable around, the ones you feel like you can have really good communication with, where you feel like you're both being heard. Those are the relationships. I also do feel like for some people this is going to be your soul partner, or partners, depending on what you resonate with. So this is about getting really connected with your true soul pieces. All right, now for our last two cards are from the Soulful Woman deck, and these are our messages from Spirit through the Oracle, little messages of, you know, light. All right. Oh, well, this one is pretty on it. So, my creative power. I mean, you can't get any more like on it than that. As I invest in my own creative potential, I experience my female creative genius. So obviously it says female. This can mean you're tapping into your feminine side. It can mean owning your femininity. And if you identify as masculine, this could be about getting into your creative space in your feminine side, but it doesn't need to be. It can be about whatever your creative energy is. Oftentimes creative energy is seen as feminine because the feminine essence often births. So get in tune with that energy. But I think this says it all. We were talking about your creative energy, being focused, being aware of where you're manifesting. So again, from Spirit, they're really hammering this home. So I feel like the main things are your creative energy, notice where you're focusing, and let your loved ones support you in this. And the last card is Soul's Truth. I love these cards. Aren't these so beautiful? So Soul's Truth, I listen to my soul's simple truths and allow my life to unfold naturally. So I feel like this is, again, about getting reflective, feeling what actually resonates with the soul versus what you've been told. And this can be very difficult because sometimes what we've been told is there's certain aspects of that have been pushed so far down into the subconscious, we don't even know they're there. So this is going to be a process. This is going to take time as it comes up, but we are in an energy that is built for this. The earth is transcending into the fifth dimensional consciousness, sixth dimensional consciousness, and we are coming into this time. So the earth energy and the collective energy is fertile for this. So you really don't have to go above and beyond to tap into it. It's there, it's present. All you need to do is put that intention, that focus into that intention, so that you can create this space of reflection, of healing, and connection with your soul family. So that is today's reading. Let me know if this resonated with you. I feel like in some ways this is going to kind of come out of the blue in the next couple days. This energy is going to come up. So if it doesn't resonate, maybe come back to this reading in a week or so and see if it resonated for you, because I'd love to hear that feedback. But I'm kind of feeling like this is going to be something that we're like not feeling yet, but then it's going to come on really strongly. So that's kind of my sense around it. If it resonated, definitely comment down below. I love to hear your feedback, and give it a like. It's really, really helpful so other people can find my channel and my readings, and hit subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. I do try to post these every Friday, and then I do try to post videos, at least 2 other videos during the week. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't, depending on my self-love practice. Today is a double feature. I have not been able to post videos very much because we've been moving our rooms around. So I will be also posting a plant reveal video today as well, because I wanted to get that out there. So check that out and subscribe if you want to see more videos like that. Like this, I do readings, I do videos on spirituality, and I do lifestyle videos on my personal lifestyle, which is veganism, sustainability, plant care, and all kinds of stuff. Whatever I'm feeling drawn to, that's what the lifestyle stuff is gonna be. And yeah, and the rest is energy work and self-love and working on the shadows. So if any of that resonates with you, check out my other videos and hit subscribe if you are interested in seeing more of that. Also, again, if there's so many things, If you would like a personal reading to get more clarity on this, or just in general, you can head over to my description where I have all my other social media platforms, along with my Etsy shop, where you can get personal reading or other magical tools, which I have on there as well. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me. I love this connection. I'm loving getting comments from you guys. It's been really special. Thank you so much for watching. Many blessings. Namaste. And don't forget, it is all about the soul journey.